Oh, hello, my lovies. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. And thank you for pushing me to 500 plus subscribers. That actually means a lot. Let us push, guys, and get ourselves to what? 2000? Yeah, why do we have to set a small goal? Anyways, yesterday was the 3rd of August. And guys, you won't believe what took place and what happened. So I had a mukbang going on. All right, it's something that I've always wanted to do. So, what better day to do it if not the day of my birthday? Because there's cakes flying around, there's stuff like that. So there is enough stuff. Anyway, it's not about that. So I had a mukbang going on. I had food going on. I had cake, and my goodness, I had an entire setup, and I also had two things that I wanted to speak to you guys about, which is two things that I feel like your business doesn't actually need. So I sat down, spoke a whole lot of words and stuff like that. Long story short, after, all right, I've clicked the stop button. I checked the video. There was no audio. Yo, the horror, the stress. I screamed, guys, in like, it's at a sometimes. Yo, anyway, I had to make sure it was in sharp because there was nothing I can do. I used this other microphone. Let me just quickly show you. Yeah, I bought this microphone, as you can see. So that's the one I used yesterday to take the video with. It's actually quite cool because I shot quite a number of videos with it and the audio was fine. So yeah, yesterday it just didn't capture the sound. I don't know what happened. Maybe, I don't know, there was a malfunction of some sort, or maybe the plug didn't actually like go through properly and stuff I don't know. Maybe the cord was loose. I don't know. But yeah, it really messed up my day yesterday. So without further ado, today we are going to do some brunch. I'm going to be doing an overstuffed omelet, an overstuffed omelet. I hope you guys are gonna like it because I've got some garlic bread going on. Yeah, just the things that I like. I don't really like eggs, but well, my husband is dying for an omelet, so therefore I'm gonna make it while I talk about the two things that your business definitely doesn't need. Stay tuned. To make an omelette, you're gonna need, obviously, it depends what flavor you want or what ingredients you want, on your omelette. So these are the items that I have. I've got your tomato and I've got half an onion. I've got cheese that needs to be grated. I've got pepper going on, and this is your salt. And here, this is from my garden, baby spinach for garnishing, and this is rosemary, and these are onion leaves, chives, something like that. Yeah, I don't know what they call it because they're overgrown to be actually chives. So I think, anyway, it's green onion. And then you're gonna need some butter, depending, or any other oil that you have. So I'm just gonna mix this butter and with a dash of this oil. And then we've got extra oil right here, which I'm gonna show you what to do with it. There's definitely an explanation because you don't need, three types of oils. And then you've got your eggs. I am planning to make two omelets. Yeah, so we're gonna see. So the meat I'm gonna use is this sparbot sliced smoked ham. Ham is definitely my favorite bit because it's got that originality flavor that I like, in food. So yeah, we are gonna start chopping these ingredients, obviously. But let's get into this apron. This is so sick, guys. Look at this. I wanna give a shout out to Kulani Batugulu. Kulani Batugulu company. It is based in Matibidi. A very good friend of mine. She gave me this. So yeah, check her out. She sells hashlings, she sells chicken, she does embroidery work, she does sewing, and a whole lot of stuff. Her name is Yvonne. Her contact details, should you be at the place that is nearer to hers, you can give her, you know, a call. I'll leave her contact details down below. So our omelette is definitely gonna stick into the bottom of the pan. Do not panic because I've got a trick. This cooking oil is definitely just for that. All right, this cooking oil is just normal cooking oil. We're gonna put it inside the pan and then we're gonna let it burn. All right, it creates this, I don't know, non-stick feeling, you know, at the bottom of the pan. I should have bought a non-stick spray cook. Anyway, for next time, but this works. Okay, so you're just gonna pour a little bit in there, and then we're gonna bend this. Okay, so it's gonna be looking like this. Just have to make sure that the entire pan is covered, and if you feel like you've put, you know, a little bit, you can add. The reason we're doing this, as I've explained, we're just making sure that our pan is nice and smooth. You know, it won't actually burn our omelette at the bottom. So what happens is that after you've put the cooking oil inside the pan, obviously you're gonna let it burn, and then once it's done burning, it's gonna create this, you know, smooth, you know, at the bottom, smooth feeling. You know, it's gonna create the non-stick feeling, you know, that the eggs are definitely gonna need. But you're not gonna cook with this cooking oil because eating overburnt cooking oil can be, you know, bad for your health. So we're not gonna eat this. We're not gonna use it. As you can see, smoke is actually starting to come out. This means that the pan could be ready, but let's give it some few more seconds. Let me just grab this. Okay, so our pan is burning. As you can see, it's smoking. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's definitely smoking. So I'm gonna put this down to maybe 3, and then I'm gonna dispose this cooking oil, but it's not a lot. Everyone, I'm gonna dispose this. We're not gonna eat this because this is not good for you. So after we have burnt it, as you can see, we are just gonna need this paper towel and wipe our pan with it. And then we need our stove to be, you know, low in order for us to cook this omelette properly. So I've just wiped the entire oil off the pan. Why is this still like really hot? Okay, I cannot place the pan on the stove if it's like this. It's just gonna everything. So let's try and close our omelet in the meantime. I want you guys to see the thing I was telling you about. The creation of the non-stick. Do you guys see that? You guys see that? Do you see that? Non-stick. So what I like to do with this is basically close the pot, but leave enough space for the moisture for the evaporation to actually escape. This creates some sort of like heat consistency so that it has the cheese on the top of the ingredients inside the omelette to melt easy. Alright, and then again you need your stove to be at low heat. Alright. Okay, I think now it is ready. As you can see, guys, see that? Alright, let's try and take this out. Woo! How am I gonna avoid this? Okay, ready, fire, go. This is our final product. Woo! Guys, so gonna have fun eating this. You guys see that? Alright, our garlic bread is definitely, I'm just gonna quickly clean this up for the next omelette. Okay, let's taste this. Is this too hot? Yeah. Okay, both of our omelets are now done. Going to unwrap this and check if it's ready and done. our omelet is ready, guys. All right, guys, let's eat and let's taste this food and talk about the two things that your business doesn't actually need, doesn't necessarily need. All right. So the first thing I spoke about was fake friends, fake people that you have been keeping around. They've proven themselves over and over again and again that they are no good, but you have tolerated them. I don't know, for some reasons, maybe because of something you are actually maybe gaining from them. I don't know, for some reasons. All right, your business is not gonna need you to keep in touch with those kind of people. How crunchy is this? Let us dig in. My. When you are an entrepreneur, the people around you basically play a big role into the idea or the ideas that you have. You know, they are basically supposed to be your supporters, your first responders and stuff like that. I know that, you know, you started a business and it doesn't actually like concern them and stuff like that, but they are your people. You know, if they are not there to uplift your spirit and forever there to just bring you down and weigh you down and talk negative about your ideas and your business, what are you keeping them around for? It is very difficult to identify fake people, but when people show you their true colors, you know, you take them serious, you believe them. When people just all of a sudden just change, and like when you have people around you that you don't understand, like they are forever like cold, some days they're hot, some days they're spicy, some days they're like icy, and you cannot like get a grip as to what kind of people they are actually are. It means that you must believe those people, because it looks like they don't have like, they're not actually like morally regenerated people. You know, they don't have morals that they live and abide by. They're not scared of everything or anything, you know, so they can turn on you anytime. And whenever a person is showing you their true colors and who they are, you believe them. You know, you believe them. Don't beat around the bushes. You believe who they are and you trust it. You trust your instincts, because they're never gonna lie. It's hard to identify who is real and who is not real, but just eventually people will let you know who they are. You know, those sassy comments, a little bit, you know, those spicy comments and negativity, you know, whenever you're coming up with an idea, they look down on you and they make these comments that are silly and stuff like that. You believe them, you know, that these are not actually my people. All right, so when you're trying to get your idea, you know, off the ground and stuff like that, you need positive people that are always going to inspire you, because when you come up with an idea, it means that you actually have this idea and it didn't come from nowhere. You've had it for the longest of time. It has been marinating, it has been brewing, it has been making you uncomfortable, it has been causing you, you know, to have sleepless nights, excuse me, and suddenly you need to bring it out into the open so that the rest of the people among you, you know, can elaborate on this idea that you have. You know, you need the kind of input that are gonna, you know, give you a clear picture as to what you are thinking. You're not actually crazy, because it's not like you just jumped into this idea. You had it for days or months and it's been it's been growing in you. So you need people to believe in you and trust that you didn't actually just woke up with this idea and then you're like boom and stuff like that. So if you're coming up with your idea, you need people to make comments as to whether you have filled the glass the correct way, or it should be filled a little bit higher or a little bit less. Like, I don't know, but you need people who are going to bring about positive input into the idea that you are currently having. Not people who are going to say, ah, this is just juice, let's just drink it. Or this idea, somebody has already had it. I know about a person somewhere in Johannesburg who had the same idea and they're already doing the business. So that business is like, yeah. So when people show you their true colors, best believe it, that they are who they are. See, in a colony, we don't believe that people just change, because we believe that mundu kumele ashunyayelwe, or see a therapist, or I don't know, like something needs to be done to that person, or for that person to cause them to change. We don't believe with mundu uyalala avuke athi sengichangeile and stuff like that. Angakashunyayelwa, it means ukuthi lo muntu loyo ushintshe because of what manje, so uphila ngani, usaba bani, what keeps that person from repeating the same things over and over again, and what keeps that person from hurting your feelings and hurting you in the process, and also what keeps that person from even stealing your ideas, because it looks like you might be actually dealing with jealous people. Anyway, you just need to be alert of the people around you. And secondly, the second point that I spoke about yesterday, I cannot believe I have to repeat everything. Your business is not going to require you to be impatient, when it comes to it. All right? Starting a business is very hard and it's very draining, and you need, if you constantly don't have people who are constantly going to support you, it makes it even harder. All right, because it looks like you're running the show by yourself. And you also need to stop pitching your ideas to your families. It's only in rare cases where another family member funds or gives funding to another family member's business idea. It is rare, and in very rare cases, all right, your family, trust me, they're not gonna be your first responders or your first supporters. No, they're not. Outsiders, people you don't even know, they are gonna buy into your idea and see the beauty in what you are trying to do or provide for the community. I am talking about this from experience, because I know that the family, people from this community, yes, they show a lot of support. People who don't even know me, they look for us, and then they find our spot, they come and support us. So don't you worry yourself about whether or not your family doesn't actually take you serious. Actually, they are there and they are doing a very good job. If they take you very serious in the beginning, I'm afraid you're not gonna succeed, because if they don't buy into your idea right in the very beginning, it means that you have the tendency to even push even more harder, because they will leave you with the void, and then that void will give you the drive. All right, it will give you the drive that you want to prove yourself that they should have believed you, and that is actually good, because it fuels your brain, it fuels your heart, it gives you energy, because they didn't actually jump into your idea right from the very beginning. But trust me, when the business starts to thrive, they are going to be there, to help you spend and eat your money, and they are there for that. We should definitely support our families and stuff like that. So don't you worry about family. Family is there. They will test you and they will test your limit, but it's only for them to make sure that you are strong, to even face outsiders and fake friends and fake people and mean people and terrible, horrible people you are trying to do business with outside, because you're definitely going to meet people like that, people who are trying to swindle you of your asset and take your ideas. Like, you are constantly going to meet people like that. So your family is there to make sure that you are strong and ready for the world, because the world is not a very nice place. So you stop doing all of those things, and then you just focus. Stop pitching your ideas to your family and let your family be. If they want to buy into your idea, they will at their own time. Otherwise, you just keep pushing your hustle. All right, keep pushing your hustle and make sure that whatever you have in mind, yes, it is definitely intact, and then it's gonna come alive at the end of the day. All right, do not be impatient, because the thing that distinguishes you from an employed person is the responsibility that comes with being a director of the company. All right, you've got more stress. Even so, in the house, anybody who has now a home with a wife, kids, and like kids 1 or 2, they know that the responsibility that comes with being a parent is really draining and it's really hard. So that same method goes to those who are directors of businesses, whether it's small or big, because they carry the business, they carry the core of the business right here in their shoulders. They go with it to bed when they're sleeping. They go with it to parties when they're trying to relieve stress. They take it along. It's basically something that is, something it never goes away. A person who is employed is basically not responsible for quite a number of things. Basically, if you have those mean employees and terrible employees, the only thing they're going to care about is the paycheck at the end of the month. They're not going to worry about the sales or whether the business is doing well and stuff like that. They're not going to care, but you have to make sure that everybody gets paid at the end of the month, because obviously they worked. You worry about sales. You worry whether you're doing good or not. So everything is on top of your shoulders, and at the same time, it's something that you have to go through. There's no making it, without those sleepless nights and those worrying and stuff like that. So don't beat yourself up. You're gonna have days and months and weeks or even years where you are at your most productive. Basically, you're carrying this big hammer and you're just smashing through sales and smashing through deals, and it's just happening, and you've got the energy, that you should keep smashing. You're basically killing it in the sales industry. Your business is running properly and smoothly and stuff like that. But on the days whereby you wake up, or on the month that you feel basically the weakest, you must know that you need to grab the smallest hammer you can find and just smash through the broken concrete, so that your job is simpler, because it's not like it's gonna last forever. You will get back in the game. You just worn out. Everybody gets tapped out every now and then, and it's normal and it's okay. Your body has a way of speaking to you. Your mind has a way of telling you things, that you are now tapped out. You need a break, you need to sleep, you need to rest and stuff like that. So if you need breaks and you need sleep, but you're still showing up for your business, because your business is all you got, and your business, you are basically all your business has got as well. So you two have each other. And on the days where you feel like doing nothing, and you just show up and you grab the smallest hammer, because you cannot handle the big hammer, and then you just smash through the small things, the paperwork and the wrapping up of this, it's enough. It's enough. All right, because we don't want you to crash and basically burn. All right, you've already burned out. Make sure that you rehydrate, and you make sure that you take care of yourself and you manage your stress level. All right, my honeys, thank you so much for tuning into this channel. I appreciate you quite a lot. I hope you found value into this video. I try to teach as much as I can. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and join the family. And if you like this video, give it a huge massive thumbs up. Otherwise, I will see you on my next video. I am super excited. I hope you like this content, because it's something out of my comfort zone. Probably it's something that you guys have never seen before, but I just hope that you comment and let me know what you think about this kind of a video. All right, awesome.